Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man wa'ala wa ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Welcome this morning in our first class on the Islamic studies na the Bayan Ibn Fahd Tahfiz Center. Biiznillahi ta'ala, this morning class it will be a hadith for level 2. Biiznillahi ta'ala. Why we for learn hadith? First of all, within a hadith na the saying, the doing of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or something we then do, is see or is aware about, but is not rejected. This can be the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Can also this definition also it can be the sunnah, the definition of sunnah. So sometimes if you see an hadith, not the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam say directly, but then they explain somebody do and but Prophet no condemn, Prophet no condemn, Prophet no reject. This is a brief definition of hadith. And the important for understand the hadith now, one, it help you for know and understand the Quran as well. Because the hadith, it translates the Quran. Number two, hadith, they be a source and a means for making you understand the Shari'ah, the rulings of the command of Almighty Allah. Almighty Allah just tell you inside the Quran, Aqimis Salat. That's so. He not tell you how to pray. But the Sunnah, when at the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, na in teach you how to pray. When it comes for cleanliness, na the Sunnah na in teach you. When it comes for zakat, Allah Almighty just tell me say, when I give out charity, when I give zakat. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam na in can tell me how much you they give zakat, when you forgive zakat, and how you forgive zakat. And a good Muslim, you know they live without the Sunnah. That's the hadith. There are people then, when they say then that the Quraniyun, then that the Quran only then they follow. They are misguided people. Because Almighty Allah say, Ati'ullaha wa ati'ur Rasul. Una fear Allah, una obey Allah, and una obey the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah say, wa in tanaza'tum fi shay'in farudduhu ila Allahi wa Rasul. If una get a doubt, any confusion, any misunderstanding inside the deen, una refer to Allah, that's not the Kitabullah, and the Prophet, that's not the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Almighty Allah tell we say, Prophet wa ma yantiqu anil hawa. You know they just talk because of a desire, he want to talk. In huwa illa wahyun yuha. Everything we either talk, na revelation. And the hadith then, na a revelation to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we is teach we. So if that's the case, we don't understand a brief the definition of the hadith, the important for understand hadith. Inshallah, today we go start the first hadith, and the book where we go use na a summary book of Mi'atu Hadith lil Hifz. Mi'atu Hadith and Sahih lil Hifz. 100 hadiths, we not correct one then for memorize. And as a student where you learn hadith, number one, you for try and understand this hadith. And when you understand the hadith, you implement the hadith. Not only for Boko hadith mean the thing, but for implement whatever thing where you learn. If we recall yesterday, we class where we talk about the ethics, we say for implement what you learn. So when they can't take any hadith here, bismillah ta'ala, you for ensure that you implement them. So today, inshallah, the hadith where we go talk about, it will be a title of the topic, bismillah, the virtue of azkar. That's one. Azkar. Or you can say the virtue of the subhanallah walhamdulillah. But let me title the virtue of azkar.